Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Eileen, and welcome. So today I thought we would do something different. I'm trying so hard to do different things because I kind of feel like I do the same stuff over and over again, even though my Sunday uh, lives are for trying out different makeup and things like that, and learning how to use. Maybe you have products or eyeshadow palettes that you just don't know how to use. That's what made me start doing the lives, right? But I kind of feel like I don't want to say I'm in a rut because I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I still haven't, used on my channel here. But I don't know. I thought there was let's mix it up. Let's do something a little different for you guys. So I figured I would do a get ready with me while I'm answering some of the most common or top asked beauty questions, and hopefully you might have more during the live and in the chat. We could talk about them. Anyway, I also thought I would use, now I know I've used this on my channel before, but hold on, let me grab it. Today I thought I would do an eye look with the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called, Ethereal Eyes. I think they all call it Ethereal palette, but hold on. Oh, yes. Ethereal Eyes is the actual name of the palette. Let me move this down a little bit. Ah, here we go, dropping things already. For those of you who are not new here, you guys know I'm always dropping something. All right, so let me just show you what this looks like real quick. All right, this is what the palette looks like. And the reason that I am going to use it again today listen, I love Makeup by Mario. The products that I have of his, I absolutely love them. A little bit on the expensive side, but beautiful products nonetheless. I only have one lip, and it's a mini, and I'm going to use it today actually. I have, let me think, the bronzer stick, which I'm going to use today. Then I have his, what are these called? These skin enhancing powder and cream. And I'm already hitting pan. Let me grab this one. I'm already hitting pan on the cream product, the cream bronzer here. Hold on. And I don't know if it's because I use it a lot or just because there's not as much product in here, to be honest with you. And then I have his Master Mattes palette and the Ethereal Eyes. The Master Mattes palette and the Ethereal Eyes, they're very small palettes for the price. And so in talking to my mentor, Donna Delia, and people in our private Facebook group, if you're involved in the M3 class, somebody had talked about the Ethereal palette and was asking, is it worth the hype? Now, we get beauty discounts at certain places, so she could pick it up with her discount for $47, which is still really expensive if you think about it. I in turn said, I don't think it's worth the hype. It is a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. She came back, she ended up buying it. She came back saying that it's a must for any makeup artist who does, what do you call it, bridal, that it's the most beautiful and it's a must have and things like that. While I agree it's beautiful, I think that if you're on a budget or newly starting out makeup artist, there are other palettes that are just as good for a lot cheaper. And this, I would say, is a nice to have, or I want one in the future. Hi, Morgan. Um, so that's what I would say on this particular product. So I'm going to use it again today to see if it can change my mind. I don't think so, but just in case. Because, hold on, I forgot my coffee over here. Okay. I think that, what was I going to say? I totally forgot. Oh, I think that there's a lot of other palettes. I mean, I've got a ton of palettes over there. I'm trying to think off of the top of my head. I know, like, Jeffree Star makes the ORGY. I don't want to say it out loud. I might get in trouble. Palette, which it's a humongous neutral palette you can use, but it's all mattes. And then you could just add some shimmers from different palettes if you don't have the money. But of course, Jeffree Star, it's probably about the same price, like 45, $60. I'm not even sure anymore. Um, but it's a big palette. I'm trying to think of smaller palettes. I mean, less expensive palettes. There are, trust me, there are. Um, shoot, I'm over here looking at. Oh, P. Louise has the wedding palette. Jeffree Star has a wedding palette. Um, there's just a lot. There's a lot out there. Elf's got some great. Hi, Zach. Elf's got some great palettes for budget friendly. Excuse me, people. So there's all kinds of different palettes out there that you could use in place of this. So Zach, I was just saying, I don't know how long you've been here, that I'm going to try today the Makeup by Mario Ethereal palette, even though we've used it on my channel before, because in talking to some of the people in the class that I'm in, they were saying like it's a must-have for any bridal makeup artist. And before they said that, they asked people's opinions. Do they think it's worth the hype? And I had said, I don't think it's worth the hype. I even got asked, do you even have any makeup have you ever even used their products? And I'm like, yeah. And I love them. I love the products. You asked if it was worth the hype. I said, no, I don't think it is. But this person came back. They ended up buying it, and they came back and said how it's a must-have for any bridal makeup artists or whatever. So I'm going to use it today and see if it could change my mind. If it could wow me so much that I would say it's a must-have. Look, I was doing Halloween makeup yesterday, and I still have glue on my lash here. Can you see that? Okay, so let me get started. I know there's not a lot of people here yet, but I'm going to get started anyway. I think I've already spoken enough. I'm going to get ready while answering these questions. I wrote them all down. I even wrote some notes for the answers. Not for everyone. I can do off the top of my head easily, but for some, I wrote them down. But okay, and I'm not going in any kind of order either. Oh, sugar! I forgot to grab that. Well, I'm going to do the first question I had was about brushes, but I forgot to grab a set of brushes to talk about them. So I'm going to do that one last. Let me see. I should get a pen too, so I could cross off my questions. All right. So I get asked this a lot, and I also see it asked a lot. What order do I do my skincare in? So I already started my skincare. The best way to remember it, if you're having trouble, is from wear a medical mask for a minute. What do you mean? Uh-oh, Morgan's cooking. Everybody can hear you burning stuff. Jade, what does that mean? Wear a medical mask for a minute. I don't get it. Anyway, so the best way, if you're having trouble remembering, is to remember that you go from your thinnest product to your thickest. So what I mean by that is, so let's say you're going to use actives like hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, vitamin C, stuff like that. That would go first. Okay. That would go first. Actually, let me start over. First, you want to cleanse and tone your face. That's what you want to do first. At least I would do a minimum of once a week, but for some, you could do like twice a week. Wear a bandana mask. I'm not sure why, Jade. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. Exfoliate your face at least a minimum of once a week. And it doesn't have to be anything harsh. I'm not saying harsh like chemical peels or anything like that. Just a good. I love this. It's from Hey Honey. It's Come Clean Propolis. I'm reading it right now. Facial scrub, and it's got salt in it. So I, just do this with it. It's real nice. It exfoliates my skin. You should be doing that at least a minimum of once a week, sometimes two or even three times a week, depending on how dry your skin is. Um, Especially if you're using retinol. Do you have any surgical masks or bandanas? I do. Yes. Hi, Barb. Anyway, so you want to cleanse your face, do exfoliation, and then you're going to go in with your actives, which would be your vitamin C's, your what do you call it? Niacinamide, um, hyaluronic acid, any of that. Wear one for a minute. No, I'm good. Thanks, Jade. Um, anyway, oh, I just got flabbergasted. Anyway, so acids. That would be your first after cleansing and all that stuff. And then you would go in with any serums. Now, I know a lot of people want to know what's the difference between serums and moisturizers, and do I need both? So serums are more lightweight than moisturizers, than most moisturizers. Some are thin, but anyway, they're also concentrated. They're highly concentrated with whatever concern you're trying to prevent. So, like a vitamin C serum you use for brightening, a niacinamide serum, and you could also, you don't know, okay. So, your actives aren't always come in the serums, meaning, like, remember when I said do your actives first, like niacinamide? So, it might just be a liquid, like, here, let me show you one. Okay, this is a caffeine solution and it's for the eyes. So this is not an actual serum, it is an active. So it's for the under eyes. It's to help, hold on, with puffiness, and I can't open it. But my point I'm trying to show you is it's real thin, very watery consistency. So these can also be put into serums so that you can treat any concerns that you might have, anti-aging serums, things like that. Now, where are we? So then the serums. Then you want your moisturizer, which is thicker. Wear a surgical mask for a minute. No, thank you, Jade. I'm good. Um, I see you, Morgan. Anyway, so what was I going to say? Sugar. Oh, the moisturizer. So there's a lot of different moisturizers out there, right? You got all the way to the high end from let's say Charlotte Tilbury for $100. La Mer's got it like three, four, $500. You don't need to do all that. There are great skincare products out there in the drugstores. One of my favorites is the number 7 Perfect and Protect Advanced Serum. When I added that to my Olay Regenerist moisturizer, I saw a humongous difference in my skin. So you don't have to spend a lot of money on skincare. So what did I say? So we're cleaning, we're toning, we're what did I say? Actives, serums, then moisturizer. The moisturizer is a lot thicker. It usually, oh, I forgot this part. The serums, they're also go deeper into your skin, into your pores. Um, than moisturizer will. So that's why you want to use a serum as well. Once you do that and you put the moisturizer on top of that, it creates almost like a little barrier to keep all that moisture in. One of the reasons why you want to use hyaluronic acid, it holds a lot of moisture. You want to use that with a wet face, by the way. So when you put that moisturizer over, it helps to lock in everything, seal it all in, and keep you from being hydrated and help you with your um, face. I couldn't think with your skin, whether you're oily or dry. One thing to note. Oh, so okay, let me pass that. So what did we say? We were on moisturizer. Next would be any type of oil that you wanted to put on top. So I love these. Hold on. Good Molecules makes these, and this is really good for my skin. So I have Bakuchiol, I'm not sure if I say that, oil blend for dry skin, and then cold pressed rosehip seed oil, which is so nice. These would go on after everything, your moisturizers. Think about it. Oil. Think about olive oil and vinegar. Think about oil and vinegar, right? So vinegar would be your serums or your actives, and oil, the olive oil. Hi, Alyssa. The olive oil is like the oils that I just said. It could be any oil. I just had one, Jeffree Star's. His is it's just a recovery face oil, but it's an oil. So if you think of it like that, like vinegar and oil, like you're gonna put it on your salad or something, and you see that vinegar and oil do not mix, they separate, right? It's the same thing with the skincare. So if you put the oil on your face or a thicker cream on your face before you put anything else, nothing's getting through that barrier to treat it. You're just wasting your money if you do it that way. So once you got all that in, and try and let it all absorb before you do your makeup, especially let everything absorb into your skin. um, Once you're done with that, the most important step is sunscreen, and make sure you apply enough. Now, I know there's a lot of products out there that have sunscreen in it, as far as like foundation, even concealer, lipsticks. There's all kinds of stuff. I even think I saw blush that had SPF in it. That is not enough. You cannot put enough. Sorry, I'm pulling hair off me. You cannot put enough of that product on to get the right amount of sunscreen to protect your face. Um, Another question based on that same thing is, how do you apply sunscreen? Reapply it, I should say, during the day. So there's a couple things you can. I don't do this, but I'm here. I've heard you can do this. Take a little bit, a little bit at a time. So it's usually about 2 finger lengths, right? Rub that in real good and just pat it so that you don't disturb anything. But there are sunscreens. I have one, I just don't remember the name of it, that are spray on. Just do that. Watch your eye makeup, especially if you don't have waterproof mascara or something. So you just have to be careful with that. Spray it on, and that's how you can reapply. Um, yeah, when you pat it on, you could take a sponge, things like that. But that's really important to do, so that you protect yourself from skin cancer, from early aging, things like that. All right, let me grab. That was question number one, and I'm supposed to be getting ready. So, what I forgot what I have all my stuff here. Whew, what did you burn? Oh, I remember. I wanted to start out. I did my skincare already, but I wanted to use the new from Jeffree Star's Gothic collection. This I forgot what he calls it. It's the vampire cooling blur and cooling stick. So I'm really enjoying this. So I want to keep. It's so, the second it touches you, it is so cooling. I'm putting it all over. Whew, feels good. And you're supposed to rub this in, which I didn't realize the first time I used it. But it feels so nice on the skin. So far, the skincare products that I have of Jeffree Star's are all really nice. Oh, I'm just curious. Any Jeffree Star fans out there? Did any of you order his mystery boxes? I told Zach was the one who told me about them, because a lot of times I don't get on social media, or I don't see a lot of it. So I told him, I'm like, yeah, I'll wait to see what's in them this time, because if you don't own a lot of his products, those are great to get. But if you do own a lot of his stuff, then it's mostly repeats. What I did notice, I don't know if you realize this, Zach, the one box, I think the smaller box is $70, and it said it had 13 products in it. The next box up has 15 products, 2 more products, but it's, what did I say, 100? It's like $120. It's almost twice the price for 2 extra products. I thought it was crazy. But like I said, I'm going to wait and see. All right, let me see question number 2. Oh, I kind of explained question number 3, the difference between serums and moisturizers. So just in case you didn't get that, like I said, the serums are less They're not as thick, and they're concentrated with some type of active usually, and the moisturizers are thicker. They have a like they sit on top. The serums go deep into your skin and treat it that way. The moisturizers sit on top of it, act like a shield almost, keeping in the moisture, helping to keep in the moisture and the hydration so that you have good skin, hydrated skin. So I kind of answered that. I didn't realize that I did that. All right, since we're going on to this question, um, I'll be doing it at the same time. I seen that. I also noticed they didn't mention any exclusive. They just said new items. Yes, I did see that too. I think, what was it, 4 new items and 5, or 3 and 5, or something like that? I forgot. Okay, so the next question. Let me just make sure. I want to make sure if it's something I could answer while I'm doing it. Oh, color correctors. Do you need them? You don't. If you don't, if you're okay with the way your skin looks, like let's say you have a pimple, and it's really red. So I had to write this down because I don't remember every single color corrector and what it is for. So I wrote it down. Um, did I write it down? Maybe I didn't. Oh, there it is, right here. Okay. So everybody knows. Let's back this up. In order to neutralize colors, if you have a color wheel, you go on the opposite of, so the opposite of red would be green. So the opposite of the color wheel will cancel each other out, just so you guys know that. So now, say you have some redness, either rosacea or a pimple that's inflamed and it's red. Um, the way to do that, the way to color correct that is with green. So that will neutralize that, and it goes on before your foundation. So make sure, and don't put a lot. If you have so purple, let's say purple, like dark circles under your eyes. I don't remember. Purple is yellow. So yellow will help brighten that up and cover those purple spots. Purple will help color up the yellow. Like, because of my freckles, you could see that I have a bit of yellowness in my skin tone here. That's from my freckles. So if I wanted to cover that, I could use like a lavender or purple color underneath everything. It should cancel it out. Orange, that conceals the dark blue circles. Um, Again, under your eyes. If some people this has happened to, I know it's, is it still there? There, yeah, right. I don't know if you guys could see this little mark here. Let me get it real close. This little mark right here, that's a vein or capillary starting to show on me. I'm assuming it's my age. So if you have like a veins and stuff like that, capillaries, broken capillaries where they're blue, you can use, oh, sorry guys, you can use an orange to neutralize that underneath your makeup. Um, so red would be used for the same things as orange are, except for deeper skin tones, like African American people with a deep skin tone, um, or Hispanic people if they're really deep. You would use red instead of orange. I already explained yellow. So peach. Peach is another, it's like it's similar to orange. It'll help. So look at me for an example. I don't have a lot, I don't have dark under eyes, but I do have a little bit of discoloration, right? And if I do this, you can see like it's kind of what I would call sallow. As I'm getting older, it's going in. Hi, Tanya. Anyway, so I would use peach, especially for my complexion as well. You could also use pink, helps brighten everything up. Oh, that was the next color, pink. It will brighten dark spots, and it helps with this sallowness, is what I call it. It's basically a shadow from your eyes starting to deep set on you, which is happening to me as I age. All right, I know I had my glasses right here. Look at me. I'm supposed to be getting ready while I'm answering. I'm going to have no questions left. Oh, here they are. I'm going to have no questions left. Let me see. Oh, sugar. What did I drop? I dropped something over there. Okay. Texas football. Go Giants, even though they suck this year. Sorry. Um, Sorry I'm late. Was on the phone. It's okay. With my dad long distance, but off now. It's okay, honey. Um, hey, it's Chloe. Hi, Chloe. I'm the girl that's pregnant. I was at your stream a few times. Yes, I remember. Um, but you were under a different name. How is your pregnancy? I thought you were due. I thought you were about to give birth last time we spoke. I don't know if you remember me or not, but thanks for your skincare advice. No problem. I think the last time I was on your stream, I was 38 weeks, so really pregnant. Yeah. Did you give birth? Yes, I think I was. What's that say? I meant to say I was pregnant. I'm a mommy now. Congratulations. What did you have? A girl or a boy? And what's the baby's name? Come on, details, girl, details. Okay, let me begin by wait, did I go through? I went through all the color correctors. So I actually pulled out a color corrector so we can play. Even though I don't have dark circles, they kind of look darker because they're sinking in. So, wait. Yeah. Um oh, I need my glasses to read your comments. But it's so fun. I love being a mommy. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. I had a boy and his name is Reed. Nice. Very nice. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. All right, before I start, I forgot primer. Do we need it? I believe that was one of the questions. Hold on. Let me just check real quick. I should have put them in some kind of order. Hi Morgan. Here we go again, if you know what I mean. She knows. That's what those eyeballs were for from earlier. What is my makeup pill, lip liner, mascara? Okay, no, it wasn't part of it. Oh, well, it is part of. Okay, so for oily skin and makeup, that's where it became part of it. I do not have oily skin. As we age, we tend to lose moisture. So I'm so glad to have this baby off my bladder. It feels so good to have the weight off. Oh, I'm sure it does. Unfortunately, it comes with 2 a.m. feedings, though, but it's worth it. LOL. Hi, Tanya. Yes, I'm doing my job. Yeah. Anyway, so primers. Primers are not always needed. As long as you have a good skin care, okay. The best way to make your makeup look the greatest is to have a good skincare and a good skin base. So take care of your skin. If you have dry, flaky, dull skin because you don't do anything about it, you don't treat it or treat yourself, your makeup's not going to look good. Your makeup application is not going to, it's not. Listen, makeup can make you look so different. It can enhance your natural beauty. There's a lot of things we can do with makeup, but one thing that it can't do is perform miracles, unfortunately, or I would look like I'm 16 again. What's this say? I have dry skin, unfortunately, especially the desert. Oh, absolutely. Where you live sometimes does make a difference on your skin. Tanya, who lives in the desert, definitely going to dry out your skin. I have never had dry skin, Tanya, but for some reason during my pregnancy, I had dry skin, and now it's back to being normal. Listen, pregnancy hormones can screw up everything on you, but yeah. Well, with the older we get, unfortunately, the moisture leaves us, and you know, we get dull and things like that. So take care of yourself. Now, so when I say you don't need a primer, doesn't mean you shouldn't use one if you want to, like I'm about to use. So I have what's called today, I'm going to use the nano blur because I want to blur some of my larger pores. And I noticed that as I'm getting older, my face is starting to droop. So watch, see all that? So as it droops, it's making wrinkles and it's killing me. I keep reminding myself it's better than the alternative. I'm very proud of all my wrinkles, but it does mess with your head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this nano blur and I'm going to put it on my uh pores, and it feels almost silicone-y. Now, if you're oily, you want to use like a mattifying primer um, to help you with the oil. So a lot of people when asking questions who have oily skin, they say um, that their oily skin. I'm sorry, that setting spray and the powders, they're just not working on their oily skin. And one of the things, but when you ask them, do you use a primer? And a lot of the times they say, no, I use the powders or whatever. Right. And so here, if you think of it this way, hold on, sorry. I'm gonna use the oil and vinegar again. So let's pretend the vinegar is your makeup. So that oil, right, is underneath your makeup, is sitting on top of that oil. So the oil's coming through. So eventually it is going to break down your makeup. So it's coming from the inside out. So if you're putting something on top, that's not penetrating to your skin. It's just laying on top, which is why if you have oily skin, if using a mattifying um, primer, it's going to help, or a primer that's for oily skin, it's going to help keep your oils at bay. Obviously, not all day, um, but it's going to help do it a lot longer than if you didn't use it. Uh, Hi, Grandma. Where is he? Hi, Kendrick. Yeah, I delivered 2 weeks ago, and the medicine I was on, they told me, hi, hi, cutie pie. Um, the medicine, I need my glasses. 2 weeks ago, and the medicine I was on, they told me when I got home, my hormones would be all over the. Oh yes, and I'll be normal, like lose it at something that would never bother me. So the first week home, I lived with my aunt and my uncle. My aunt told me something, and I absolutely broke down crying. Yes, that's exactly how it happens to all of us. So cute, Morgan, that your son is saying hello to grandma. Their daughter came up to me and goes, "Sup, mommy?" And I started bawling like I was a wreck. Yeah, that happened to me when I became pregnant, my first time became pregnant. And then after I gave birth, you know what the problem is? Like, so when you become pregnant, all these hormones come rushing in for the baby. And then once you deliver, they literally go rushing back out. So, of course, it makes us cuckoo, you know? Anyway, a tip I have for those who have problems on their nose. So, there's a difference between an eye primer and concealer. So I like to use the concealer, but I don't have oily eyes. An eye primer is literally made to use on your eyes. Um, Whatchamacallit? An eye primer that is made for our eyes. So the lids, they say, are usually the oiliest part on us. So it's made to combat that oil so the eyeshadow can stay. So if you have a problem and you've used, like, let's say you're just extra oily and it won't stay on your nose, because that happens a lot. Take that eye primer and use it on your nose and see if that works underneath your foundation, of course. Um, Hey, Chloe, how come you keep deleting your messages? What am I missing? I better now still can be out of sorts at times, but way better. I miss the kicks though. So yeah, that was my favorite part about being pregnant, feeling the kicks. Uh, auto delete. Oh, I thought I missed it all. I'm like, what am I missing? Okay. So where are we? So that's for oily skin. Now I'm just gonna, I didn't write it here, but I'm gonna say it. Maybe it might be further down. But if you have dry skin, you want to use, like for oily skin, you want to use mattifying products, not just the primer. A mattifying huh a mattifying foundation could work for you um, as well as powder and stuff like that. Okay, so let me see. Hold on. Oh, I did color correctors. Hold on. I'm gonna do that. Cross that out. Oh, how about this one? Why does my makeup pill? So I don't know if you guys know what I mean by pill. Hi, Boo. So, uh-oh. Hold on, I gotta pick this one up. So what I mean by pill is like if you ever put on like your primer or your skincare and then your foundation and you notice like this, it's almost like separating into little balls. So there's a couple reasons that could happen. Your skincare is not working or meshing with the makeup you have on. Um, you have put too much of something on and then put powder, let's say, on top of that, and it starts pilling. Or most likely, usually the culprit is if you use a silicone based primer with a water based foundation, or vice versa, it will not work together and it will pill. And that's usually the culprit. Um, I have a picture of the solar eclipse when we had it on Saturday, yesterday morning. I could send now on your email. Oh, yeah, I would love to see it. So that's why your makeup pills. So always make sure that you're using, everything is working together. Sometimes sunscreen and another product don't work together. And that's kind of hard to tell. You just got to realize, like, oh shit, I just did all of this. Maybe you have to let it absorb further or give it more time to absorb. Okay, sorry, hold on. All right, so I did the nano blur. I was going to also use Secure the Blur, but I decided to use the nano. This is from One Size. I decided to use the nano blur just all over my face. But this, if I'm not mistaken, this one is good for oily skin as well. Okay. Now back to color correctors. I'm going to use really quick a peach one on me. I think it's peach. Porcelain peach. This is Bobbi Brown, and I got it from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, I forget, for $11, which is really good. So I have her beige one in a stick, and then I have this peach one in a little pot. So it looks very yellow to be peach, but let's see. I know I've used it before, but let me just grab a brush, or I could use my finger. I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to put it on my hand first so I can kind of warm it up because remember, it's going under my eyes. And normally I don't use a lot of concealer, but under my eyes here, I'm trying to get rid of this sallowness, remember? So I'm just going to use that there. A little goes a long way here. Oh, I forgot it was on my hand. And I'm bringing it down kind of low. This is not concealer. So I'm not doing that like triangle thing like the kids used to do. I'm just trying to brighten up this sallow area. I don't know what else to call it. The area that makes me look tired, even though it's not discolored. You can see, I mean, you can still see some of it there, but it's helping. And remember, we are going to put foundation and concealer on top of this. I sent it. Okay, I will. All right, so let's get rid of this. You see how it really brightened up my eyes? We're not going to leave it like that. But that peach also helps to brighten up your eyes. Let me grab my filthy, dirty towel. You can see I was working with face paint. Okay. I think I'm going to save that first question for last. So this way I have time to actually sit and show you what I mean with everything. Okay. Let me just make sure what we got doing here. All right. How do I find the right shade of foundation? So this is always like everybody's difficult process. in figuring out what is the right foundation. So we have what's called your skin tone, which would be like fair, light, medium, olive, dark, deep, things like that. That's called your skin tone. And then we have what's called an undertone. Your undertone is cool, warm, or neutral. So the way they tell you to figure it out is a couple ways. There's actually a few tricks. I'm just going to push this in, and I'm going to start my foundation while we're here. There's a few tricks. Hey, if you guys have an Anthropology store near you, I bought this 6 round bamboo makeup remover. Reuse makeup rounds. They're awesome. And they work and easy to use. Oh, nice. Nice. I think I have quite a few of them. I think I have bamboo ones. Actually, I'm looking right at them. Right here. I believe these are bamboo ones. Lux and willow. And they stain. You want to see how terrible? This is them after being washed. Terrible. Anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, foundation and how to find your skin tone. So then we have what's called the undertone, which is cool, warm, or neutral. So here's the thing. There's a few ways that you can tell. So they tell you to look at your veins. Not everybody can see their veins real well. See my mom, you could see one there. Like I don't have these beautiful, luscious, juicy veins sticking out. But what I do, it kind of appears to be blue, which is cool. Blue is cool. So think if you want to think blue could be cold, consider cold. So blue is cool. Green is warm, and a bluish green hue would be neutral. They also say jewelry. If you look really good in silver, you're cool. If you look good in gold, you're warm. And if you look good in both, you're neutral. I know there's a t-shirt method. I forget what the t-shirt method is. Let me see if I wrote it down. I didn't write it down, did I? Where is that question? Did I write it down? Jewelry. Oh, sunburn too. I didn't write the t-shirt one down. So if you burn really easily, you're usually cool, and if you tan, you're usually warm. So that's how they figure it out. So, that's how they tell you to figure it out. Now that's the norm because there are products out there like I believe is it HD? No, is it MAC? I believe it's MAC and Lady Gaga's brand. I can't remember. Oh my god, what the heck's the name of her brand? I'm looking right at it too over there. Do you remember the name of Lady Gaga's brand? House Labs. House Labs. They do it backwards. Not that they're backwards, but they do it opposite. So, but for the most part, those are the differences. And what you're going to do here, I'm using, just so you know, Chic Glam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to color correct anything else, the yellowness or anything like that, because I think it comes out. My complexion kind of evens out when I just put on this. I burn first, not tan. So, well, later on I'm a lobster. Yeah. Over the weekend, soft. These do not stain as well. That's nice. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit on my hand here. You can see that it's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as thick. I can't think of the word. I'm going to take if I can find a brush, I'm going to take a brush. Hold on. Let me find it. Okay, I just had it yesterday. Uh-oh. What are we complaining about over there? Here, I think I found it. Oh, no, I pulled it out. It needed to be clean. Sugar. I have so many brushes that need to be cleaned. Look at me. Okay. Well, I'm going to take a nice dense brush with this. Okay. So I'm going to put it here. Like you can see, Always do your jaw and your neckline because they usually are two different colors. But you can see this color almost disappears on me. And that's what you're looking for. You want to see that. The other thing is you have to be careful about the things that oxidize. There are some a lot. There's a lot of what the heck you call it, foundations that will oxidize and turn a darker color once it oxidizes and dries. The other thing is if you're in the lighting, so especially in a store, the lighting is so bad in stores, can throw everything off. So watch, I'll show you again. That's I mean, was there anything there? Is there? Yeah, there is. That's how good this color match is on me. So that's what you want. So let's see. What was I going to say? As far as let's say you're unsure and you just really can't figure it out. You feel like you've bought neutral. I mean, you've bought cool. You've bought warm, and nothing just looks right on you. Or you're really super super unsure, but you really need something. Um, you're better off with going with neutral than picking the wrong undertone. Because if you go with neutral, as long as it's not too yellow, if you're going with neutral, you can always warm that up. You can always work with neutral. If you go with cool and you're warm undertoned, it's a little harder. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's harder. And if you don't know how, then you're just going to have trouble, and you're not going to like the way you look. Same with the opposite. Warm, if you're cool skin, will end up looking too dark on you, things of that nature. So I suggest taking, like, if you go into the store, right, and you pick out like two or three colors that you think are going to look good on you, right? Take them, do a swatch down your cheek and neck, next to each other, but not on top of each other. Give them room. And whichever one matches your complexion the best, let it sit for a minute so that if it's going to oxidize, it will. Um, that's how you're going to tell. Also, what was I going to say? If you have like a rosier undertone, you're cool. And I'm saying undertone, like me, like you saw all that yellow. Those were my freckles. So that is not what my undertone is. My undertone is on the pink side, which you could see because I didn't put foundation here. You could see that this is rosy, right? So that's what you're going to do. That you'd be if you have the rosier undertone, you're cool. If you have that yellowy golden undertone, you're warm. And that's how you're then going to pick your foundation colors. Let me see what I miss. Not so much Born This Way, just the foundation color. I'm sorry, House Labs. But is it Born That This Way? Isn't that Too Faced? Hey, hold on. Yes, you're right. Colors of veins. I burn. Born This Way. I'll let you know if they'll stain after a few uses of those bamboo cotton rounds. But I think because I kept rinsing them every time I was only used one so far. I got them a few days ago. I hope they don't stain for your sake. Drop the brush like you're throwing a mic. Same here, pink undertones. Okay. Do you guys have any questions? Especially on what I just said. I know a lot of people, they do their research, and people have learned how to do things like a makeup artist. They don't need makeup artists anymore. All right, I'm going to put on my eyebrows here. I'm going to use the MAC eyebrow styler today. Yes, Ashley's Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Oh, did I miss a question? Sorry. Let me see what other questions we have. Oh, what is the difference between cream liquid makeup versus powders? So, if you have dry skin, mature skin, creams and liquids look really nice on our skin. That does not mean that you shouldn't set them with a powder. because a lot of times it will just um, it'll come off. If you have very oily skin, you might want to just use powders because powders will help absorb the oils for you. But you could also use a combination of both, like I do. I like to use some cream products, cream and or liquid products, and then set them with their powdered counterpart, such as bronzer and like a cream bronzer, but then I set it with a powder bronzer. Same with could hold true with the blush. I might use a cream or liquid blush and then set it with a powder blush because it just helps to make everything last longer. Hold on one sec. Just getting that in there. Um Trying to think if I have any more. I'm then going to take a powdered eyeshadow kind of thing, I guess. This is from Just for Redheads, and it comes like this. I've had it for a while. The pencil that I bought from them, I used really quick, and it came with a little angled brush. But I'm just gonna fill it in. So if you can't find like me, listen, eyebrow products are very hard to find for redheads. Very hard to find. So if you're, look what I just did. If you're having trouble finding your shade, like let's say you have brown eyebrows, but for some reason the browns that you find are just too dark for you, or even blonde or dirty blonde, go to your eyeshadow. I'm going to fix this. Go to your eyeshadow palettes because basically that's what this is. This is just like eyeshadow. Go to your eyeshadow palettes. Showing the colors. Wait, what did I miss? Hold on. I have to fix this. It's Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Yeah. Same here, pink undertones. When you get to eyes, can you explain cool tones and warm tones? Absolutely. So today, just so you know, we are using a cool tone palette. Showing the colors. Yes, I will. I can't stay long. Richard wants to have lunch, chicken wings, and watch the Raiders game. Oh, he's a Raiders fan now that they moved there? I'm a Giants fan, and they suck. They were good for a really long time, but they suck. I'm not going to jump, off the train just because they're not winning, but Joe's a Jets fan, so he's never won. See, I don't even know if he's downstairs. I don't think they've won a Super Bowl in his lifetime, or at least since he's been watching. Okay. So now that we got the eyebrows done, I'm going to try and put everything away while I'm working so I don't have such a big mess. Here, I'm going to rub that in a little bit. I kind of messed that up. All right, get up there. I have so much eyebrow products. I should really throw them out because they not. Okay, get. All right, we're gonna throw you there because I don't remember where this goes. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, because most of them probably don't work. All right, so let me get to this next question here. So I told you the difference between creams and powders. I lost my pen. Let me cross that out. All right, I'm going to save my number one question for last because just so you know, it's about makeup brushes. Okay, so preventing cakey makeup. So here's the thing. One, like I was saying before, I'm going to go start doing my complexion and everything. What I was, I forgot to take out. I'm going to use the one size concealer. What I forgot to say before was, what was I saying? Oh my gosh, now I'm like, I'm going to put this a little lower too, because we're going to try and bring that forward because, I'm trying to make it look. I probably should have done, I'm going to leave that right now and I'm going to do my complexion. So, totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, kinky makeup. So here's the thing. Let's say you have dry skin. Oh, football's not, but it's better in person. Oh, true. I love the football. I used to love watching football. Not so much anymore. It got too political, and I'm like, same with award ceremonies. They're so political. I don't like to watch anything anymore. Okay, so makeup by Mario. We're gonna use his bronzer stick. This is shade light medium. I should have put this question. I've seen this question asked a lot. What is going on here? What's the difference between bronzer and contour? And there is a difference. Some people like to say, some people who swear, okay, this isn't working. Did this break? It's not coming up. Some people who claim to be makeup artists like to say they're bronzing, which is bronzer slash contour. So the difference is this: when we contour our face, oh, itchy, we are looking to create shadows. So let's see. If you, I'm trying to get the light here. All right, here. So you can see the light hitting off my face. You could see where it's the brightest, right? There's a brightness here above my eye. There's brightness here, but you see shadows here, right? That's where you want to contour. But, oh my God, this is not opening. You want to, I'll be so pissed. Do you know how expensive this thing was? I just got told that someone died in the bathroom at my job this morning, but they were able to get a faint pulse back before they took him to the hospital. Oh my God, actually a coworker or a customer. But also like Kansas City Chiefs, because Mahomes, he's a good person and cute. Plus my dad's favorite team. Yes, because he said he was watching TV. Really? That's cool. A co-worker. Oh, Ashley, my prayers for him. Anyway, I'm sorry, Ashley, I didn't mean to sound so rude. Yeah, I'll be praying for him. Anyway, so I'm just gonna keep doing this in hopes that it works. And if it doesn't, I'm really pissed off because that means there was hardly any product in here because this is fairly new. I just don't care for NFL because it's crazy. Anyway, so what was I saying? So when you want to contour, right, you need something that's gray, like a gray undertone, a gray tone to it, because that's what a shadow is. It's dark. It's not warm. So a bronzer is warm, and I can't believe I can't use this. I'm going to show you the difference. So right here I have this shade. I can't see the shade. Fawn contour stick. She called it right. So you can see the difference. You see how gray that is? Look at the difference. I'm sorry. It's not showing up on camera as good, but this is gray. This is warmer. So when you're contouring, you want to use that gray. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Right where you see where that shadow is? That's where you want to put it. Put a little bit up here. That's where I'm going to put it for now. But I didn't write that question down, though. All right, I'm really pissed off. And I want to know how to fix this because I know I didn't use all this. Oh, I forgot he had that under there. Oh, there it goes. This. So if anybody has this trouble, this was just twisting and it's the cap for the brush. So I want to put this right on top. Not literally on top, above. This might not work. I might have screwed up because it's already laid down. And I'm not going to go into my temples because I want my temples to recede, not recede, to come out. Remember, the darkness recedes something and the brightness brings it forward. So highlight brings it forward, which is why what I'm doing with these, and darkness brings it back. I said that right? So let me grab, first of all, I didn't wet my sponge, but I'm going to grab this. Yeah, thank you. I know I'm silly. Hope they make it, Ashley. Me too, Ashley. I'm so sorry. All right, so I'm patting it in. So this way I can not mix the two. I want to say stacked. I put the shadow here, so the darker contour here, and I put the bronzer right above it. Never go down, never wipe down, blend down. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm forgetting what I'm doing here. Never blend down. You don't want to drag it down because we are trying to make shadows, brighten ourselves up. Bronze ourselves up. Oh, look, you can see the lines. Oh. Oh. Okay. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of this because I don't think I put enough on. And put some more on the top. And you can see I'm warming up the top. You see that shadow there, right? Because I contoured those cheeks. But I want to come up a little higher with that bronzer. Don't do what I just did. I did it down. Oh, let's do under the chin. We're going to contour. I should have used the gray to contour my chin, but since I still have this out, I'm using this. And I'm just going to put a little more on. And let's get a little on the nose. Oh, hi, Christopher. Okay. Hey, hubby, having you on, but I won't respond right away. Get it ready. I'll say goodbye when I'm done so I can say. Thank you so much. And tell Richard we all said hello. Hi, Richard. Take care of our girl. Okay. So I put a little bit there. Preventing cakey makeup. That's what I was supposed to be talking about, wasn't I? And then I got on a tangent of this. So let's prevent cakey makeup. If you have dry skin, especially, you might have dry patches and things like that. Your best bet is going to be the skincare underneath. That is always going to be what's most helpful for you. All right, I'm going to grab a damp sponge. I have small forehead. Where should I put bronzer? If you have a small forehead, you don't need bronzer on your forehead, or contour, I should say, on your forehead. But if you feel like the rest of you is nice and bronzed and you want some color up here, just use a small amount and keep it as close to the hairline as possible. Because when you bring it down, it shrinks your forehead. So either you don't need it at all, like it depends on how you feel about it, but either you don't need it at all or very little. So you don't want to, like I said, make your forehead smaller. Like I was saying to Zach one day when we were talking, I had seen Teresa Giudice in the Michigan airport when I was coming home from from getting to see Zach as well as Jeffree Star. So I did not notice that it was her. What I noticed was her makeup and how bad it was. And she has an extremely tiny forehead. She really does. She's got her hairline is like all the way down here. And she puts so much bronzer on her forehead that it makes it even worse. So just remember that. You don't always need it. If you just want some color up there, do it as close to your hairline as possible. Okay. Look at how nice that looks. Don't get the bags I can't get rid of. unfortunately. But we're going to make them look a little better. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take, before I set that, I'm going to take and not contour, highlight these areas. Oh, I almost put it in the wrong area there. Okay. Give that a minute while I come. Oh, cakey. So the best solution for any cakiness, or the first defense, I should say, is your skincare primer, uh, all of that. And when I say primer, that could just be skincare. Maybe you're putting oil on your face. It all depends on what you're using. But that is your first defense in cakiness. Second, if you have dry skin, especially, you want to use less powder. You certainly don't want to bake. I don't even think a 20-year-old or an 18, 16-year-old, I don't even think they need to bake. Uh, but to each his own. I mean, if they want to bake, they want to bake. But certainly, if you have drier skin or mature skin, um, you can use powder. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. But less of it. Definitely less of it. If you find that your makeup is cakey, um, like after you apply your foundation, let's say, and before you apply powders, you may be using a foundation that's not suitable for you. So it all depends on when that cakiness happens. Also, if you become cakey, a good way to combat that um, is like a fixing spray. Even some setting sprays will help a little bit, but a fixing spray like Mac Fix Plus will you want to spray it all over your face. I always like to use a sponge and tap that in, and it will immediately melt all those powders into your face and help you with cakiness. Oh, itchy. Same thing if you're oily, you can still become cakey if you use too much powder. If you don't wait for your base to dry, like let's say you put a foundation, not foundation, concealer on your eyes and you don't wait for it to dry, you're going to put powder on that and it's immediately going to become cakey because think about powder and water, it becomes pasty. All right, what did I do? I got here the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil powder. I don't remember the last time I used this. It doesn't have a shade because it doesn't look translucent. It just says original. Oh, yeah, I don't see a shade name on here. Anyway, it does not look translucent. It looks, oh, it's like a peachy pink in there. So, can you see? Oh, I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to. So I'm going to take a powder puff, which I normally don't like. No, I'm not going to, because that puts too much on me. All right, I'm going to take a little brush like this, put some of that. Let's pound that out. Holy crap, look. That was a lot. Make sure you don't use too much. I'm going to make sure that my eyes have not creased. And I'm just going to press. Kind of like press and roll if you want. Just to get that on there. Look at the difference. Like even my eye bag doesn't look as big. Oh, I almost. If you do this and you have a crease, you're going to set your crease in. So make sure you pat that out first. And I'm tapping because I want to press that powder in. And then you can do that. Look at the difference. It brightened up my eye a little bit and it helped camouflage those bags. They're still there. Watch. If I come up close and move around, you can see the bags are still there, but big difference. All right, let's go. Let me see. All right, so we discussed cakiness. Preventing cakiness. Okay. How do you keep your mascara from smudging under your eyes? Well, first and foremost, waterproof mascara. Because if if it gets wet and you don't have waterproof mascara, it's gonna smudge. It's gonna like if you're crying, it's gonna come down your face and all that other stuff. But you want under your eyes to be as dry as possible. And I don't mean like cakey dry eyes, but if you use waterproof, so that helps as well. Um, but if you, like I just did, I set my under eye. If you put some powder under there, that will also help from the mascara from smudging. But if it's a hot, humid day and you're sweating, sometimes it still smudges. But you definitely need waterproof for that. I'm trying to think powder bronzer now. I'm going to finish up my MAC. Here it is. You could tell. I bought a new one. But let's see. Wait, I just had that brush. Here it is. Why do we use lip liner? So there's a couple of reasons why you could use it. Number one, to shape your lips. So make them symmetrical. Look at my lips. This side is small. You can't even see my upper lip now. This side is smaller than this side, or droopier, or something like that. So when I use a lip liner, not only can I overline and make my lip look a little, what do you call that? Bigger. I can also take this side up a tiny hair, because that's really all I need, and make my lip look more symmetrical. So that's the first thing. That's one of the things, is to define your lip shape. The other thing is to stop any lipstick from feathering. So as we get older and we get lines or wrinkles or fine lines in our face, lipstick can feather into those lines. If you have a lip liner, you're preventing that, because it's almost like a little barrier. So now, if you also another way to use it is if you take that lip liner and you fill in your entire lip with it. Not only will it give that lip color a nice boost, I forgot about my neck again. Not only will it give it a nice boost, but it will also help that lipstick last longer. So there's a couple of uses for lip liner. You don't have to use it if you don't want to, but it just makes your mouth and that lip, just a little extra. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Okay, let's put this away. Oh my goodness. What do I do? My blush. I don't have it. Oh, there it is. Blush. I'm going to use the One Size Beauty Cheek Clapper, and this is shade Fat Ass. PHAT. Ass. Bye-bye. Where are you going? I haven't used this in a while. So we got through that. Oh, I think we only have the one question left. Hold on, I want to finish my my makeup. I hope you guys don't mind. Finish my makeup before we get into that one. So hold on. We got that. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, so we are done with those questions. Ah, shoot, I dropped my eyelashes. So one of the questions was, where is it? What makeup brushes do I need, and what do I do with them? Like, which one is for which use? So I have a ton of makeup brushes. So I'm going to get a new set, open it up, and show you everything and what it's used for. So I'd rather do that once I'm done, if you guys don't mind. But here's the color. Here's a cream product and a matte product, and then a shimmery blush. Now, with shimmery blushes, they bring out texture in shimmer, shine. It all brings out texture. Some worse than others, I have to say. So if you are mature skin, dry skin, you might want to stay away from shimmers on the complexion. However, I don't believe that just because you're mature, you have to stay away from those shimmers. It all depends. Some of it looks terrible, and others of it, other products just give a beautiful glow. So that's why I say it depends. I'm putting some on my nose. I like to put it in unconventional places. Well, I don't know. Are they unconventional? Is it controversial to put it across your nose? I don't think so. So that was the cream. Next, I'm going to go to the matte. And I'm just going to, and I'm putting it higher up on the cheek. Again, I'm just going to go and give it. I'm going to show you the shimmer here because honestly, I don't remember if this showed my texture. So let's, ooh, look at how pretty that is. And I'm going to show you what to do if you put on too much. Just get out of the shower. Did I miss anything? I'm getting ready. No, you didn't really miss anything. I said the last question, don't worry, I'm going to fix this. The last question I have is with regards to brushes. And I just want to finish real quick so that I can actually show you guys what brushes you might want for home use, and what they're used for. So if you have a lot of blush on, like sometimes I do, just take your sponge and or brush that you use the foundation for, and that put it right on top, press it right on top, and that will or just the edges if it's just the edges that are bothering you, and that will cool it down a little bit. Oh, itchy. Ah, okay. It's itchy. I'm scratching my nose with the sponge. Okay. I'm just checking. So I still feel, because I didn't set my entire face, I'm going to take a nice fluffy brush. Let's see. A nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to put it in this powder. Definitely shake that off because I don't want to make a mess. And I'm just going to do where I have not set anything. Oh, so itchy. All right. I feel pale today. You know why? Because summer's over and my winter face is coming back. All right, let me just put this powder away. And you see, I have mature skin. I'm 55, and I do not look any cakey or powdery, and I use powder. You can use powder. Okay, so what's in here? Let me see. All right, next is the eyes. Let me just put this stuff away. Oh, if you weren't here in the beginning, oh, I forgot. Highlighter. I love this one. This is from Jeffree Star Gothic Diamonds, it's called, from his Gothic Beach, right? Gothic Beach collection. I just love this. Here's what it looks like. You guys saw it last week. Hold on, let me grab a brush. I'm just going to grab I think I'm going to grab this, even though, because I want to use the other one for my eyes, my inner corner highlight. And I'm just using a little bit of it, and what's ever left over, I'm going to put up there. I'm taking the white one. Uh-oh, I just dropped the thing. Put it here. You could see I just did a little, well, this one, let me do more. There we go. Just a little to highlight. Okay. Now we're off to the eyes. Okay. Trying to think of other things I can give you tips on as we're going along. So here's the palette we're going to use. This is the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. This is a cool tone palette. If you see, there are a lot of grayish tones. So this one's definitely gray, right? And then you have, okay, so the browns. If there's red in them, that makes them warm. And let me see if I have, I should have took out another palette to show you the difference. My poor cat, Lila's mad because we are leaving for a few hours. She hates when we leave. She's a clingy cat. How I know, because she's whipping her tail and taking. Yeah, some animals. I know. I don't remember who it was. Their dog used to pee as soon as they left the house. Hold on, Barb, because I'm going to get you. Oh, wait. Here, let me tell you something. These palettes are awesome for Halloween looks. So they were right there because I was using them yesterday. Let me just grab. Oh, this is perfect. Okay. So you see this brown. It's got a red tone to it. These browns have like reddish tones to it. Here, this one has a reddish tone to it. Those are all warm colors. Like this is a warm color palette right here. Anything, how I tend to try and remember is anything that might be equated with the sun or like a summer vacation. Those are warm colors. Anything like think of snow, think of the blue, the white, the icy kind of things like that, the grayish. Those are all cool tones. So if you think of like nature and things like that, that's how I try and remember the difference between warm and cool tone shades is that way. But hold on, let me grab. I'm going to use, hold on a sec. Let me see. Maybe I'll use an actual eye primer since we were talking about them. Let me grab an eye primer. So here, I have one from NYX. This is the Shadow and Liner Primer Ultimate Base. I cannot see what color it is. Oh, there's the shade. I can't see. It's so little. I have the Orgy palette. Could you please use that for explaining? Yes, I'll go grab it. Okay, so I have Shade Light. Let me just grab the Orgy palette for her. Hold on. Oh my God, my legs. What you got? You got water? It's yummy, right? Hold on, guys. Okay. I should really switch sides because I use the other palettes more. Okay. I almost got it. I hope I don't knock down my mirror. Get out. Oh, I'm still over here, Boo. Ah! Yeah, I'm okay. You guys hear the baby? Okay. It's no big deal. All right, let's get. Oh, I dropped my pen. All right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, itchy. Gotta wear Raiders colors, say, because they're playing here in Vegas, 15 minutes away. We can see the whole strip where we live. Oh, that's cool. Natasha Denona Mini Xeon. Oh, that's a nice palette. Okay, let's use the Orgy palette. The O palette, let's call it. Okay. You can see this is used very well. Okay. So there are both warm and cool shades in here. So what's the name of this one? Body something. Body chills. This one right here. These you could see are cool shades. This is cool. This is cool. Anything yellowy is a warm shade. Any gray toned, those are cool shades. Did I say warm? I'm sorry. Anything that has like that red base, like you'll see it. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. This brown here has a red base to it. I don't know if you can see that. Those are warm shades. Anything that's in the grayish family, those are cool shades. So even though like you would think this doesn't have like red or gray to that, this does, being like a pinkish color or a peachy color. Remember I said think about like summer and sunrises and sunsets. Those are your warm colors. And then anything that's icy like this or that grayish, winter sky, at least in New Jersey. I'm not sure about the rest of the world. Those are the um, cool colors. I hope that explained it. That's how I remember. Okay, so back to the ethereal palette. And the reason I'm using that is because I was told that it is a must have for every bridal makeup artist. They were asking, is it worth the hype? And I had said it was not. I don't, I didn't think it was worth the hype. Beautiful, yes, but I didn't think it was worth the hype because see how small this is? And it was like $60 or something, $65. I don't know, it's really expensive. Even though we get a discount, um, I think she said with her discount it would be 47. But she wanted to know if it was worth the hype. But then she went out and bought it instead of waiting for anybody to answer. She goes, I went out and bought it, and oh my God, it is a must-have for every bridal makeup artist. It is a beautiful palette, don't get me wrong. Like, I think they got offended when I said, I don't think it's worth the hype. Because then I was asked, well, do you have you tried Makeup by Mario products? And I'm like, yeah. And I love them. I do. I think he does a lot of good work. However, he's overpriced. He's very expensive. And so, no, I don't think he's worth the hype. When you can, you're very welcome, Barb. When you can get cheaper things or more value out of things. Like let's take the orgy palette for example. Now it's a the O palette. Sorry, it's a all matte palette. So there is a difference. The other one, the ethereal, has shimmers, but this is like $60. But it's got like what 15, 20 something um, shades in it. Where this 1, 2, 3, 4 has 12. Big difference. Yes, there are shimmers in these, but you can easily get a shimmer palette that's more, inexpensive, and then use both the palettes. So I'm just gonna take. There's no shade names. Oh, there is shade names, but it's like EE10. So I'm just gonna take this shade and I'm gonna set my eyes with it. Let me just do this. You guys know I like to personally like to set my eyes. Not everybody. It's a preference. Preference. Oh wow. It's very pigmented. It's a personal preference. If you don't set them, um, I think I just set in a crease. If you don't set them, it makes the colors stand out and look more like specifically what's in the palette. If you do set them, it makes your eyeshadows easier to blend. That is why I like to set mine. I like the fact that it makes my eyes easier to blend. That's just me. So I'm gonna do as quick of a look as I can because I really want to get on to that last question because I think it's going to be so super helpful for everybody. So I'm just going to start with. I think I'm going to start with. Where is it? This shade right here, just to put in my crease. And I'm working with all the brushes that I don't normally work with because when I say to you, I have so many brushes that need to be cleaned. Okay. Yeah. Listen, is it a beautiful palette? Is the formula beautiful? Yeah, it is. Is it a must for everybody, every every makeup artist to purchase? I don't think so. You know, especially when you're first starting out. I'll be getting the Patrick Ta eyeshadow palette, the one that you said to me, the rose one, the Dimensions 2 palette. I like that one the best out of his. Um, they were just getting me a huge discount at Kohl's. Nice. Congratulations. I think that's great. So let me just blend. Yeah, I just didn't find that it was worth the hype. It's beautiful and all. Oh my goodness. Look at me running out of brushes. What did I do with my towel? Okay. Yeah. All right. Taking a clean brush though to blend. Oops, wrong one. I hate when I do that. Sticking in the wrong my grandson is starting to talk so much now. And of course, repeat the bad words. All right. Let me bring this up a little higher. When you have hooded eyes, you see how easily that gets lost? This eye is worse for me. Wait. Keep your eye open. Stamp out a new crease. Like there's a woman on here that I know. She does tutorials and stuff for hooded eyes. And she's got a lot of space, like from her crease to her eyebrows. She's got a lot of space, and she doesn't utilize it. And I'm like, I want to tell her in the worst way, girl, lift that crease up. But, you know, it's none of my business. I don't want her to get insulted. And I'm like, but I'm thinking to myself, but you're teaching everybody how to deal with their hooded eyes, and you're not even dealing with it. Like her crease doesn't get totally lost. Her new crease doesn't get totally lost in her eyes. I mean, in the hood. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like you could see, like see here, like with mine, you could still see some of it, but look at this side. But she's like, you see, once I get this correct, I don't have a lot of space between the new crease and my eyebrow. And she's got like this huge area. And I just want to tell her in the worst way, bring that crease up. I'm going to go in with this shade now. It's almost like a mauve. And I'm just going to start blending all the way up to that bone, brow bone. And I'm also going to do this and bring it in to the lid there. And in the outer corner. And back up to this. Remember, keep your eye open so that you could see where that new crease needs to go, so it doesn't get lost. Okay, now we're going to deepen up the outer corner. So I think I'm going to use, start with this color right there. And I'm just going to, ooh, I wasn't expecting it to be so pigmented. I should have known better. I'm just patting it all. Just going to keep patting. And even if I put too much on, I'll just go to the other side. I mean, I could wipe my brush off, but anyway, once I do all that, I'm going to start bringing it into the crease, just with the residue from the brush. And for now, the same thing on this side. And when I bring it into the crease, I'm really literally bringing it into like the eye socket. Like kind of like on the bottom part of that transition color. Oh, what did I do with my mirror? Oh, it's all the way over there. I need to get up close and see what's going on. Yeah. I need to blend that a little more. All right, then I'm going to go even deeper into this one. And I'm just tapping in the corner. Because while you're tapping, you're also still blending. And then once I, tap out most of it, I'm going to also start bringing that in on the lid and on the crease. I sent you 2 selfie pics. For my Raiders black. Oh, I can't wait to say. Did you do a look? Yeah, you good. You did a look. I love when you guys send me looks. Thank you. Okay. And then bring that in. They're silly pics. That's okay. I like silly. Silly? You heard me say silly? No, you're just staring at me like I'm speaking another language? To him, I guess I am. Okay. We like silly, right? I'm looking. I think I'm going to go back in with this lighter shade of brown because I want to bring it a little closer on my lid. Not all the way. I'm not covering my lid with it, but I think it's too far. I think it needs a little more there. And once again, in that crease. Okay. Going back with this shade right here. And I'm going to blend out the top. Where'd it go? It's only eyes and my cheeks are red. And then no blush yet. Probably my mat's kicking in. They give you red cheeks. All right. Let's go in with this shade right here, right there. And I'm just going to put that right on my lids. Look at how pigmented that shade is. Did you guys see that? I'm going to wipe some of that off. And I'm going to bring it right into the inner corner too, since it's such a nice bright shade. There's a lot of fallout on that shade. Okay. Now, you know I'm going to put in some shimmer here. I just don't know which one. Let me see. These are like toppers. There's that one. There's that. I think I'm going to use that. Oh, look how pretty that is. I hope you guys got to see that. I'm going to use that on the lid. It's like a gold. God, I forgot mascara. Don't you hate that? All right, so I did that. And then I'm going to take, I need the brush. Oh, shoot, my good brush is being cleaned. Should I use this one? What's this one? No, that's too gold. Is it this one? Or this one? Hold on. Which one? This one. Okay. So I'm going to take this shade. Hopefully it'll work. Oh, wait. I might have grabbed the wrong one. Just to put it in my... Yeah. I don't think it works. Don't worry. I got the right... shimmer for later. Okay. Now I'm going to go back in and I'm going to blend everything together nicely and put everything on the bottom here. What do I do with my brush? There it is. Nope, that's not the right one. What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to go in with this mauve color. Oh, did I just mix them? Hold on. That mauve color we used, and I'm just going to go right here. Redefine that crease. And once again with the darker brown to... Actually, maybe I'm going to use that lighter brown. Just to see what I did there, define that crease there. Just to redefine it, and then go in and blend all the edges together. Okay. Oh, then we want to do underneath. Underneath is real quick, super easy. If I have the right pencil brush. Oh, wait, do I have one here? I do. I'm going to take these same browns that we used. I think we're going to start out with that mauve brown because it's pretty dark. Well, maybe it isn't. All right, let's go in with the darker brown that I just used. Or to be honest with you, I still don't think it's worth the hype. What do you guys think? It's pretty. Don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting it. I just don't think it's that, oh my God, be all end all palette. Okay, darker. I think I still need darker under the eyes. There we go. Wow. I'm going to make sure they connect to the top there. Okay. All right, that's it for that. I still don't think it's the be all end all of palettes. Okay. So for the inner corner, I'm going to go in with this. Everything lately is overreacted. Send finish look through. Silly. Fill out of your email. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Thank you, Tanya, for thinking of me. All right, I'm going to go in with that white. What did I do with the brush I was using? Nope. Where'd it go? Is that it? Or is this another clean one? Okay. I'm going to go right here. Oh, it's the brush. Come in, get off. Because the brush I normally use for this is dirty. I'm going to go get it. Oh, there we go. I'm going to put a little here. Even though I don't normally do this because it makes it worse. My hoods. I need a little, I don't know. I don't understand why this, there we go. I was going to say, because this is so, It's just not coming on. This is the brush that I'm using. Okay. Let me do this. Ooh. Ooh, that's really... And I'll put a little more here. Here. I have to dye my hair yet. Roosevelt. Isn't it terrible? Golden light brown, huh? I was gonna say, does that work for redheads? Okay, let's put this away. Let's do the lips real quick. Mascara. What did I do? I bought what did I grab? Oh, Charlotte Tilbury. I have one. This is old. I hope it's not dried out. Yeah, it's not. Another thing I don't think is worth the hype. But again, whatchamacallit? What was I gonna say? Oh, my eyelashes are so tiny, you know. Can I really say something is good or bad? Like, I say it's good, but can I really say it's bad? Just because my eyelashes aren't like super long because of it, you know? Okay. Oh, I forgot to put eyeliner on. I forgot my eyeliner. For whatever reason, I didn't take it out. I wanted to use a nude color, so at least I'm going to use this from Tarte. It's a black eyeliner on one side and an eye-opening eyeliner on the other. So we're going to use that today. Okay. To Tanya. If it's by Clariol, that's what I use. Does it make your hair look reddish? I need to know because you know how many times I ran out and they didn't have any? All right, I'm just going to go real quick with an eyeliner. You guys know I'm not really doing a giant wing because with my hooded eyes, it just doesn't look right. Oh, I'm doing this with the mirror behind you. So if I screw this up, you know why. Okay. Bring it down. Oh, I just put myself in the eye. Don't do that, kids. Yes, for sure, but maybe too dark for you. Oh, all right. Sometimes I can go to so many stores and they don't have my color. Okay. I'm going to put on a small lash. Lipstick, and then we are done, and I'm going to go over the brushes real quick. Oh, that's kind of big. These are kind of big. Oh my God, my back. Where are you? Get over here. These are old and getting ready to be thrown out. I think they're from Lizzie Lashes, but I don't think they're in business any longer. They're already cut. I've used them before. I think I'm just going to use them now. Okay, let me see. Yeah. These are good. Okay. Oh, hope I didn't just screw that up. Okay. Oh, I don't have my mirror. It's over there. on the stairs. All right. It's been tweezer things. My pushers. Oh, it came off. Look, oh, it got stuck. And I'm going to let this sit and dry a second. I think I put them on too wet. But the edge doesn't want to stay. Come on, get up there. No! This edge don't want to stay. I gotta go. All right, bye, Tanya. It was so good to see you. Tell Richard we said hello and enjoy yourself today. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna throw that out because these are getting ready. These are getting ready to get trashed. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting glue on. I didn't realize you couldn't see. These probably should have been cut a little better. See how they go over? They're very flared though, but it could have stood to be cut more. Bye, Tanya, if you haven't left already. Okay. Oh no, Blippy. Omika. She's like the female Blippy. In case you're wondering. Okay. All right. Lipstick, and I'm going to grab the brushes. Where are you? Okay. So I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario because I do love these. I'm taking his lip liner, and this is shade. Don't know. I gotta find my glasses because I can't see anything. Okay. Shade, where are you? Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil in Hue. And Sam. So HUGH is the lip liner and Sam is the lipstick. Okay. I like to, all right, let's do this. Remember I said you can shape your lips like that. Make them symmetrical. See how this one I just made higher by accident? That was an accident. Hold on. Oops, my bad. Try that again. It's hard because I'm using the mirror behind you. All right. I just made that symmetrical. And you can overdraw your lips. Don't do it a lot because then it looks fake. All right. So you could do that and then add lipstick. I like to, especially a satin lipstick, fill in my lip because it just makes it last longer. It's just me personal. It's personal preference. So then I'm going to go in. This is the shade. Actually, is this a matte lipstick? It feels matte. Ultra suede. It doesn't say. Matte lipstick. This is a matte lipstick. Matte lipsticks, I feel, last longer than any other type. Liquid lipsticks last the most. I'm just making sure. Now you could add a lip gloss to that if you want. I'm not going to today. I'm just going to leave it as is. This is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. But I'm going to grab a small set of brushes to show you guys. You don't need as many brushes as I have. But somebody who, just wants to do their makeup every day. Hold on a sec. Oh, my goodness. Let me see what I got here. Shoot. I don't have a complete set of brushes for you guys. So, okay. Sugar. Hold on. Wait, I got something. I got something over here. Okay, so now I got this from BoxyCharm. I don't even remember who makes it. So these are some crown brushes I also got. So this is just a small, who makes this? Oh, Luxie. This is just a small set of brushes, which I think is really good to have. You don't need a giant brush set. You really don't. So we have this brush here, which can be used for contouring, for bronzing. You can always creams or sticks, bronzing, anything like that, down the nose, stuff like that is what this would be for. It is thinner, obviously, and it is more dense. It's not like totally dense, like you could see they still move, but it's denser. So that's what that is for. This is a powder brush. You can use this. You don't need an angled brush for bronzer or anything. You could use this for blush, bronzer, any kind of powder you want to use. It's on the smaller side. You don't have to have 10 million different brushes. This is like a foundation brush. You see how it's flat. So this is good to put on your foundation. Even if you want to do your, what do you call that? Concealer as well. The rest are, hold on, let me just grab them. The rest are for the eyes. Hold on a sec. So, well, these are really in there. So now you can see I use this. This is a fluffy shading brush. So it gets in the crease real nice. Now, if you have hooded eyes, though, you want to try and get some smaller brushes. Here is an angled brush. Great for your eyebrows, your eyeliner, if you want to use for the eyeliner. Here. This is a flat brush. You could put on your shimmers with this. You could put on corner stuff. You could put on concealer with this. This has a lot of uses for it. Again, so that's why I say you don't need a lot of brushes. Let me just put these back in their spots here. Wrong one. This is a little angled brush. You could use this to get in the corners for anything. You could use it under your eyes. You could use it for concealer if you're putting that concealer here. If you're going down your nose, if you're using highlight, this is a great brush. Even under your eyes, it'll work really well. Remember, these parts are eye brushes. Okay, and the last one in this set is just a bigger, fluffier brush for your eyes for blending and stuff like that. So would I suggest this entire set? No, I wouldn't. Like, you don't really need this. Even though it is nice to have, you don't need one because you can take, let's say you have a flat foundation brush. You can take that brush and also use it. See the tip? Also use it to create your contours and your bronzers. So get a good foundation brush. You can get one like this. You can get one for stippling, like a big one like that. Um, Hold on, I'm grabbing some brushes for you guys. I suggest though, if you have hooded eyes, get smaller blending brushes, but you don't have to spend a ton of money on them in order to purchase them. You don't need a big giant roll of brushes. Um, Not many people use lip brushes. Makeup artists do because of cleanliness, but a lot of people, just everyday people, like this is a lip brush. Everyday people are usually not dipping into their thing and putting it on. So, do you have to have one? I don't think so. A spoolie is good to have, though. Hold on, let me grab it. A spoolie is good to have for your eyebrows. You can comb through your eyelashes. If your mascara smudges, you wait till it dries and wipe it off with your spoolie. Spoolies are very good to have. You can have that. The angled brush, they sell it one on each side. Trying to think of what else. An eyeliner brush, if you want to put on some gel eyeliner, through the pot. Those are good to have as well. But do you have to spend a lot of money on them? You don't. There is so many brushes out there. Elf has a bunch of great brushes. Uh, Moda, is it Moda brushes? Yeah. I personally like the Pro series. I'm not into the rest of their brushes, but who else? BK brush. They have good ones. So you don't have to spend a lot of money in order to use them. Now, if you want a beauty blender, excuse me, I like to use beauty blenders to press makeup in, setting spray, stuff like that. Um, or after I put my foundation on, I like to use the blender. Target, I'm telling you, oh, I can't remember who makes this one. It's got to be cleaned again. But this thing is amazing. I love this. I think I like this better than the actual beauty blender. So like I said, you don't have to spend a lot of money on your stuff, and your hands work pretty good for a lot of stuff. So anyway, I hope I answer all your questions. Do you guys have any questions before we say goodbye? I'll give you a second. Hold on, I'm looking for some. I know the sun is. Oh, there you go. What do you guys think of this makeup look? Do you think this? Um, it's beautiful makeup, but I just don't think it's worth the hype. Okay, we will. Thanks. I'll let him know. Bye, guys. Looks good. Thank you, Morgan. All right. Well, since you guys have no other questions, and that's all the questions that I tried to find the most popular online as well. I will see you again next week. If there's anything specific that you'd like to see, please leave a comment below or DM me on Instagram. I'm always there. Well, I might not always be there, but I'm always checking to see um, what you guys are talking about and hopefully catch up on things. I like it. Thanks for your video. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you liked it. Again, if you have any other questions, or if I can think of more, or I see more out there online to see what people are talking about, I can always make a second video. I don't know if you guys noticed. Because I don't know what it looks like. Oh, I didn't put mascara on my bottom lashes, just so you guys know. Only because you don't have to if you don't want to, but my lashes are so little, sometimes it's just not worth it. But before I forget, I don't know if you guys saw the new banner on my thing, my YouTube, but that's something new. You're going to get to see it because I have a video that I'm waiting for an appeal for because I got a copyright claim. Um, it's a reaction video. I think I told you guys about it. So I'm waiting to hear back on it. And you'll get to see all the new stuff that I got done. Anyway, I hope to see you guys next week. I had a great time today. And I love you guys. Yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Let me, oh, thanks, Barb. Let me know that you liked it. Don't forget, hit that like button. It helps me with the algorithm and my channel. All right, everybody, I will see you again next week. Or I'll see you in the video that I post, but live, I'll see you again next week. Bye, everybody. Bye.